Yo, what's up, it's SNT and you're watching The Bike Show. This is the weekly series where we check out some of your amazing bike builds. If you want a chance to get your bike featured, all the information is down in the description and on the screen right now. Please send your entries in to sntbikeshow@gmail.com and not to my Instagram account. But now sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and at the end let me know in the comment section down below which bike was your favorite. But now moving on to the first bike of the day, which is a beautiful Stage 6 77cc Aprilia SX50. The engine is built with Stage 6 77cc big racing cylinder, Doppler ER1 crankshaft, Malossi VL6 Reedvalve, Malossi racing clutch, SCR Corse racing line 70 exhaust, 28mm carburetor, Bidalot PVL Ignition. Cases are ported and matched to the cylinder, and it has a 1453 gearing. He also has what looks to be a custom 3D printed ignition cover with the text Lucas Oil, which looks really good and fits the bike really well. There's a lot of cool parts on this bike, so I won't mention all of them, but a few things worth mentioning are the upside down forks and the beautiful Mario themed graphics kit, tying this whole build together and giving it a little bit more personality, which is always really nice. It's a huge transformation both visually and in terms of performance, so really cool bike. Thank you so much for your submission. Next up we have a top performance 86cc Honda HM CRE build. The engine is built with the top performance 86cc cylinder, top performance 44mm crankshaft, Polini 28mm PWK Carburetor, Polini 5-disc racing clutch, Malossi intake manifold, Malossi VL6 Reedvalve with a Doppler spacer, Polini 80cc exhaust, twin air power filter, and a HPI ignition. He also has a Martinis themed graphics kit, which looks really good and ties the bike together. I mean, I always say that about graphics kit, but that's because they really do tie the bike together if you get the right one, and this one was definitely a good choice. Overall, a really cool moped with a powerful engine setup. Thank you so much for your submission. Next up we have a 2019 Beta RR50 track with a Stage 6 86cc big racing engine build. That was a lot to say, but the engine is built with a ported Stage 6 86cc big racing cylinder, Yasuni R4 exhaust with a Stage 6 RT 8100 muffler, Stage 6 V-Force 3 reed valve with a Doppler 5mm reed valve spacer, top performance intake manifold, Polini 30mm PWK carburetor, Stage 6 power filter, MVT premium inner rotor ignition, top performance gear selector, top performance racing clutch, top performance inner clutch heart. So I assume this is a full top performance racing clutch kit. Let me know in the comment section if it means something else, but I'm sure it has the entire kit with the basket and everything. The bike has been dynoed with 24 rear wheel horsepower and 13.6 Newton meters of torque, with a top speed of 147 kilometers an hour with a 1151 gearing. He said it was running a little bit weird, so he thinks it's capable of even more power. But still, 24 horsepower for a moped is really good. He also has a few visual tuning parts, including the Voca 28mm fat bar, Voca bar pad, two-tone rims, Doppler hand grips, Voca temperature meter, 20 engine hour meter and RPM meter, Voca oil pump delete plate. Overall, it's a really cool and well put together bike. I really like the fact that you built this on a brand new bike pretty much, so everything is just clean and fresh, as well as all the engine parts seem to be brand new as well. So it's a really well put together, clean, and just nice bike in general. Looks really good and I really like it. I also like the fact you built it on a Beta, because I feel like that's the best chassis you could have chose, at least in my personal opinion, if you're going for a new bike. The only thing maybe is adding some more personality, like a cool custom graphics kit or something like that, but still the bike looks really good and I assume it's a hell of a lot of fun to ride as well. So thank you so much for sending it in to the show. Fourth bike of the day is actually two different builds by the same person, and I thought both were cool in their own way, so I thought why not feature both of them to give you guys an extra bike for this week's bike show. The first bike is a Derbi Senda with a crazy engine build, including the MXS 90cc GP racing cylinder, MXS 46mm GP racing crankshaft, MXS GP Racing exhaust, Malossi VL6 Reedvalve, Stage 6 13mm carburetor, MVT digital direct inner rotor ignition, Polini Evolution 6-disc clutch, modified clutch basket, and a ported engine. I think this is our first 90cc build on this show, so congrats on being the first. In terms of looks, he has a blue and white color scheme, YC number plate, and a supermoto front fender. It's basic, but it looks really cool and fits the bike really well. The second bike is a 1998 Derbi Senda with a lighter but still powerful engine setup, including the Malossi MHR Team 50cc cylinder, Yacil reinforced crankshaft, the Lorto 17.5mm carburetor, VUCA Rookie 5070 exhaust, and a Polini Evolution clutch. In terms of looks, it is painted in a white and red color scheme, which looks surprisingly good because this is a really hard bike to make look good, in my personal opinion. But overall, you did a great job with both bikes. I really like the fact that we saw our first 90cc engine build on today's episode. Thank you so much for your submission. Last bike of the day is another top performance 86cc build, and this one is built on a Rieju MRT. The engine is built with a top performance 86cc cylinder, top performance 44mm crankshaft, VUCA 1890 exhaust, MVT digital direct inner rotor ignition, the Lorto 28mm carburetor, Malossi VL6 Reedvalve, modified cases, and a 1453 gearing. I really like the fact you went for the clean and minimal look on the design with the white plastics and the powerful engine setup. It's nothing too crazy, but it's really nice and it seems like a really fun bike to ride. I don't know, it's just something about it when you keep it clean and minimal. Just looks so good. You did a great job on this bike. I don't really have much more to say. Thank you so much for your submission. But that was the 5 amazing bikes from this week's high performance moped tuning edition of the bike show. Let me know in the comment section down below which bike was your favorite. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a future video. But that is pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, as always, remember, stay awesome, be positive. It's been Boys T, and I'll see you in the next one.